every day. A lot of people say, man, I know that. Believe me, a lot of these scriptures I've read, I saw a little something I didn't know. I kept reading them. I said, man, how did I miss that? I've been looking at this for all this time. And God just opened up a little more of my understanding because I'm persistent in trying to understand this. Amen. But if you're not persistent, it'll look like, oh man, this same old stuff, man. I already know this. And then when they hit your behind, you're like, what we gonna do? But can you carry it out? Can you obey it also? Go ahead.
Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord has made ruler over his household to give them meat in due season?
He's looking at us. Who is a faithful and wise servant who the Lord made ruler over his household? This is the Lord's household right here. I'm going to be faithful. I'm going to tell y'all what thus says the Lord. I'm not going to be in my feelings and emotions a lot of times. I ain't saying I don't get in them. I'm going to teach this book the way it's supposed to be. And he said, the conclusion of the matter is what? To fear God and keep his commandment. So what I have to do? I got to make sure I put that fear on the table. Because man will get real comfortable when he's not no fear. Or man too. But he's telling us to watch. Because it's going to be peace and safety. People going to get comfortable. And that's when he's going to come with those deceptions. Go ahead.
Verse 6. Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing.
Look what he said. Find him doing what? We keeping the Sabbath. We keeping the high days. We keeping all the dietary law when we sit down. We keeping what God said. He said, you blessed if he come and find you doing it. But don't just put it down and say, okay, just Sabbath, because I ain't going to do it 6 days a week. It's not like a job you clock in and clock out. They're 24. 7 at that. Go ahead.
Verily I say unto you, that he shall make his ruler over all his good.
This what I want. If you don't want this, you're in the wrong spot. He said, I'm going to make you ruler over all his things. That's the prize. If you ain't trying to get this prize, you in the wrong place. You wants to be in that first resurrection to be a ruler. Go ahead.
But, and if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming.
You know how we think, oh man, my grandma been talking about this for her mom before that. God still ain't came. You better be thankful he ain't came. Because I read all the prophets, when they wrote about the stuff that coming in our day, they said, man, I hope I'm dead. There was some shaking in their bones. Like, man, this ain't coming. He said, these little dangerous clothes, boo, this don't concern you. You'll be dead and gone. You'll be buried. Go ahead.
And shall begin to smite his fellow servant, and to eat and drink with the drunken.
They're going to have peace and safety right there. They begin to start to mistreat fellow servants. They can be your kids, you can be your wife, this can be your employee, they can be the people that you work with, anything. And they get there and want to have fun with you and smite you. And some people kill people and sleep like a baby tomorrow or that night. Y'all been watching the news? Israel all on that thing, especially young folk. Read that over.
And shall begin to smite his fellow servants.
Yes, sir.
And to eat and drink with the drunken.
Yes, sir. They eat and drink. I don't see how you can kill somebody and go eat and drink and have a party. These mafia cats do it all the time. These cats in the game do it all the time. Initiation. When we kill this baby, we're gonna go and have fun and get drunk and then celebrate we getting you in the game. That's your initiation. How some of them do. They go out and kill somebody and say, okay, you in now? Man, I don't want to be in that. I just murdered somebody. This is what goes on in the world. Go ahead.
The Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour that he is not aware of.
See, these are the people that don't understand. You got to keep watching this Bible and reading it, and then looking out in the world and matching it up. They both work hand in hand. You got to see what's going on. This peace and safety is major, because it's going to be worldwide peace. They're going to get treaties all over the world. You finish with that?
One more verse.
Go ahead.
And shall cut him asunder, and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
And you know what he's talking about right there. That's the lake of fire. He said, I'm going to cut him asunder. I'm not just going to cut you, I'm going to make sure I mutilate you. Because you knew my plan. A lot of people know God's plan and they'll sit on it. They won't do nothing. He's trying to see if you're going to work for him. He said the harvest is great, but the what is few? Laborers. I give all honor to the brothers and sisters who I know in this book, who bring people, who try to minister to people by the word of God, because they are saving their souls. But if you sit on this, God said, I'm going to cut you asunder with the hypocrites. You don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that on my worst enemy. Let's go to Daniel chapter 11. Let's look at it. Oh, not Daniel chapter 11. Got to go back up to 24. No. Yeah, go back up to verse 15, excuse me. I ain't writing on your paper. Okay. Well, we got to read that. Matthew chapter 24, verse 15. 15 through 22. Got to catch him. This is what we got to look for when that peace and safety is.
Amen.
Just want y'all to know this, so you won't be waiting on nobody. You know it. Matthew 24, verse 15. You get it, brother? Go ahead.
When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation, spoken of by Daniel the prophet, stand in the holy place, whoso readeth, let him understand.
You ask more people who New Testament church, they don't know nothing about that.
That's right.
They don't know nothing about it. He wants you to look and see this abomination of desolation. And this is the man of sin who's going to sit in the holy place. That you must see him, and then something else is going to happen. Go ahead.
Then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountains.
God said, you better put your track shoes on. You better start running. When you see that man of sin, which is the abomination of desolation, you better find your transportation. We over here in the United States. He talking about in Jerusalem right now. He telling the folk, the Israelites or whoever, all nations, if you see that man of sin over there, go get in the wilderness. Move. We got to recognize our transportation. He's going to find a way. We don't need no passport. We don't need no passport. Hey, he's going to make sure we get transportation out of here, but it's up to us to recognize our transportation. Amen. And want to leave. I can't leave my house. I just paid my house off. I got retirement coming, Jeff. I got $1 million I got to spend. I said, boy, you're going to die tonight. That's all I can say. You worry about some money. And money is not, it's nothing they're going to even want. They're going to want you. They're going to want your soul.
That's right.
When he turned this man of sin loose on you. We're going to read some of that. Go ahead. 17.
Let him which is on the housetop not come down to take anything out of his house.
You see how urgent that is? He said, if you're on the housetop or you got a second level floor house, he said, look, man, don't even go in the house and get your wallet, get your coat, you just start running. Because it's going to be urgent that you get to this place as smoothly as you can. Go ahead.
Neither let him which is in the field return back to take his clothes.
He said, you out there in the field. Like, man, let me go in there and get me some clothes. No, your transportation right there, jump in. The car, bus, whatever it is, let's go. That's how urgent it is. Go ahead.
And woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days.
It's going to be rough on the mamas with babies. Because you hungry, and you trying to feed the baby, and then you know how children are. They don't understand what's going on. They get frustrated, and then they frustrate you. Go ahead.
But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day.
So it's a flight. And the Sabbath day is still going to be going on right here. Go ahead.
For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, not ever shall be.
Do you know what tribulation is? A great tribulation. The worst thing that ever hit this world was slavery. If you go in detail and research how they did our men and women and babies in slavery, that's the worst thing ever happened to our people. Being sold, men being castrated, women got the babies cut out their stomachs. All this stuff that went down. God said this time gonna be even worse than that. Go ahead, listen what he said.
And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
You don't think you need to know this? You think we're supposed to skip over all this? This is urgent. We're living in that day right now. He said, peace, peace, and sudden destruction. These wars, don't worry about these wars. It's going to be a big war last day, but this war they doing now, they ain't nothing at all. Trump don't pick on. He picked on the smaller country, Iran. Them joker can't do that with the United States.
That's right.
They're small.
Amen. Nothing.
Now he said in verse 15, whosoever read it Daniel will understand. Let's go to Daniel and read to understand this. Daniel chapter 11. But when you know how to move in this world, it don't bother you. I see what God said, don't let it trouble you. Because as long as we got this manual, which is the Bible, we 10 steps ahead. I mean 100 steps ahead of what the world is doing. Let's see something about this, how this abomination of desolation worked when that sudden destruction hit. Because he said when this cat step on the scene, you better be understanding who he is and getting far away from him. Daniel chapter 11 and verse 1. Daniel chapter 11 and verse 1. See, the Bible, people think the Bible is a religious book. It's a history book. They got the history of the world. You can go to the encyclopedia and look at the encyclopedia. It matches up with the Bible.
That's right.
I was trying to look for my chart and show you, but I'm going to have to explain it by head. You go back and research. These are people right here. We just showing you the players back in the day when this happened, or the people. So we understand about this man is saying and where he came from. Daniel chapter 11, verse 1. Go ahead.
Also I, in the first year of Darius the Mede, even I stood to confirm and to strengthen him.
Now this is the Medo-Persian Empire, which Darius he reigned. This is his time. And on down from Darius, you're going to have Alexander the Great and his 4 generals. All God doing is running the history down. But if you don't understand this history, you be out of pocket, per se. Go ahead.
And now will I show thee the truth. Behold, there shall stand up yet 3 kings in Persia, and the 4th shall be far richer than they all.
Yes, sir.
And by his strength through his riches, he shall stir up all against the realm of Grecia.
The first ruler of the world was Alexander, not Alexander, but Nebuchadnezzar. He ran the whole world. And after Nebuchadnezzar came the Persian Empire, which is Darius and King Cyrus. God just calling history right now. But go ahead.
And a mighty king shall stand up, that shall rule with great dominion, and do according to his will.
After the Persian Empire was done, after the Persian Empire was done, Alexander the Great Empire took over. He took the world by storm. He conquered the whole world so fast. He was a very young conqueror. He was like 30-something years old, but he fell sick. And he had a strong enough successor to take his part, take his crown or his kingdom. So he had to split it up between his 4 generals. Go ahead.
Verse 4. And when he shall stand up, his kingdom shall be broken. and shall be divided toward the four winds of heaven.
And he's talking about when he stand up, his kingdom shall be broken. He died at a young age. He was sick. He died. So he said his kingdom was broken. His four generals took rulership over the world at that time. And those four rulers was Cassandra, Lysimachus, Seleucia, and the Ptolemy Empire. You go back and research. We can't get. I'll be here all day if I go through all this stuff. But go ahead.
And not to his posterity.
Pick it up at 4 again.
And when he shall stand up, his kingdom shall be broken.
Yes, sir.
And shall be divided toward the four winds of heaven. And
the four winds is just talking about 4 sectors of the world that they were going to rule. These 4 generals ruled the whole world. They just split the empire up. Go ahead.
And not to his posterity, nor according to his dominion which he ruled. For his kingdom shall be plucked up, even for others beside those. Because
the Alexander the Great generals, they didn't rule long. But after that, the Roman Empire came out of the Ptolemy Empire. Go ahead.
And the king of the south shall be strong, and one of his princes, and he shall be strong above him.
Yes, sir.
And have dominion. His dominion shall be a great dominion.
So all they're saying is he had one king that came out of the side, he was strong. I forgot that Roman emperor name, but it was like in 476 AD when he started rolling, and they ended his kingdom short. But keep going.
And in the end of years they shall join themselves together. For the king's daughter of the south shall come to the king of the north to make an agreement.
Yes, sir.
But she shall not retain the power of the arm. Neither shall he stand, nor his arm, but he shall be given up. He shall be given up, and they that brought her, and he that begot her, and he that strengthened her in these times.
All they're saying that their king from their empire of Rome wouldn't stand. But it's going to have one to come back out of the empire that's going to stand in our day. Go ahead.
But out of a branch of her roots shall one stand up in his estate.
They tell them that out of the branch of her roots shall stand up. It just be symbolic in thinking that, saying that. It's going to be one person out of their kingdom going to stand up. And that one person going to come from Rome. Go ahead.
Shall one stand up in his estate, which shall come with an army, and shall enter into the fortress of the king of the north,
yes,
and shall deal against them, and shall prevail.
Go ahead.
And shall also carry captives in Egypt, their gods, with their princes, and with their precious vessels of silver and of gold, and he shall continue more years than the king of the north.
So who is that talking about carrying captives in Egypt? That's us. That's the first time we went into slavery. Carried us into Egypt at the time. Under, I want to say, I ain't going to say, but it was a Roman ruler. I forgot the name of it. I just want to try to give you a little background on this, but we're not dealing with that right now. That's another lesson. But I had to read all that. Show the captives. So we talking about the time when we was in Egypt at the time as a nation for 400 years and God delivered us out. And now we get to the time what we are living in now, where this Roman king gonna stand up, he gonna flatter us with peace. Jump down to verse 20. Let me show what I'm talking about. I just want to give you a little background on history right now. Verse 20. Well, 21. Go 21.
And in his estate shall stand up a vile person, to whom they shall not give the honor of the kingdom, but he shall come in peaceably and obtain the kingdom by flatteries.
This is what the Roman rulers do. They come in peacefully. His estate, he said, this is a vile person. Why he vile? He gonna break the laws of God. He against the holy covenant. He against the commandments. Go ahead.
And with the arms of a flood shall they be overthrown from before him, and shall be broken. Yea, also the prince of the covenant.
The arm of a flood. He's talking about an army of people gonna break him. Go ahead.
And after the league made With him he shall work deceitfully, for he shall come up and shall become strong with a small people.
This is how it was a small sector of the Roman Empire. They start gradually getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And he said, and they're going to do what? Verse 24.
He shall enter peacefully even upon the fattest places of the province.
Where's the most richest religious organization in the world? Rome. Then he said he's going to make a league. That is a peace treaty with these people. He's making a league right now. He's doing his rounds around the world. He meets with all these heads of state, and they don't come and talk to Papa. He's the man. Go ahead.
And he shall do that which his father have not done, nor his father's fathers. He shall scatter among them the prey and spoil and riches. Yea, and he shall forecast his devices against the strongholds, even for a time.
What did God say in Matthew chapter 24? He said it's going to be a time like you've never seen before. He said he's going to do more than what his father's fathers did. He's going to bring so much pain that God going to have to cut it off that no flesh will survive. But he's going to do it with peace first, like he's doing now. That all the brothers and sisters get together. I see the Muslim talking to the rabbis. I see the Catholics talking to, he's in the center of all this peace right now. You go online, you just go online and research it for yourself about this peace and how he's trying to establish it. It's near. Go ahead.
Verse 25. And he shall stir up his power and his courage against the king of the south with a great army.
Yes, sir.
And the king of the south shall be stirred up to battle with a very great and mighty army. But he shall not stand, for they shall forecast devices against him. Yea, they that feed of the portion of his meat shall destroy him, and his army shall overflow, and many shall fall down slain.
Go ahead.
And both these kings' hearts shall be to do mischief, and they shall speak lies at one table. But it shall not prosper, for yet the end shall be at the time appointed.
See, I got all this map up here about the king of the south, the king of the north. All these people gonna have to come down. This one red, this one Rome at right up here at the top. He gonna come out and plant himself right in Jerusalem right here. This is when the abomination, desolation that God talks about, he gonna set up camp there. And he gonna take over. It's gonna be the east against west. This is when the war Armageddon gonna hit. But before he do that, it's gonna be for 3.5 years of tribulation where he gonna terrorize the world. But he gonna do it by peace first. He gonna come with peace, but God told us the one that watching, we gonna be in a place of safety.
Amen.
Well, go ahead. He's gonna clear up a little bit right here. You should understand this part. Go ahead.
28. Then shall he return into his land with great riches.
Yes, sir.
And his heart shall be against the holy covenant. He shall do exploits and return to his own land.
Ain't his heart against the holy covenant? Right now, the Pope have changed the Lord's Prayer. He changed the Sabbath day. He gave you Christmas. He gave you Easter. He stand by all of this. He changed the holy covenant. The covenant is just the contract God had with him, us and God. That's all it is. It's a contract. And the contract has the laws. And he said, what here? Read that again.
28. Then shall he return into his land with great riches, and his heart shall be against the holy covenant.
Yes.
And he shall do exploits and return to his own land.
This is the man of sin right here as he coming. Go ahead.
At the time appointed he shall return, come toward the south, but it shall not be as the former or as the latter.
He said this is the appointed time that he gonna come. It's not gonna be the same way how Rome conquered the world in the past. They gonna like him. They gonna accept him. Go ahead, listen what he say here.
For the ships of Shittim shall come against him. Therefore he shall be grieved, and return and have indignation against the holy covenant, so shall he do. He shall even return and have intelligence with them that forsake the holy covenant.
Go ahead.
An arm shall stand on his part. They shall pollute the sanctuary's strength, and shall take away the daily sacrifice. They shall place the abomination that maketh desolate.
When did we just read that? He said an arm gonna be on his part. He gonna control the military. He controlled the riches. He got all this stuff on his part. He said an army gonna stand on his part, and he shall pollute the sanctuary. How he gonna pollute the sanctuary? He gonna say, these priests right now are training to take up animal sacrifices right now. They are right now in training. Because the Jewish people over there in the land, they don't believe Jesus came back, period, because they understand that he's black. Now, this Pope gonna come back, a white man, he gonna say, look, God is here. Y'all stop them animal sacrifices. And he gonna claim that he God, and he gonna run it. This is what God wants us to make sure you understand. When his peace and safety, he got to get everybody to liking him. All the nations to like him. And they're going to give him that power. Go ahead.
32. Such as do wickedly against the covenant shall he corrupt by flatteries.
By what?
By flatteries.
Flattery. Come on over here and worship with me, man. You ain't got to follow no dietary law. Let these people tell you all the time, just pray over it. You can eat that catfish, swine, pork, and all that. Flattering you. Just don't know they flattering you to hell. Go ahead.
But the people that do know their God shall be strong and do exploits.
Yes, sir. That's us. The people that know their God shall be strong. Can't nobody force me to eat nothing unclean. Amen. I'm going to die before I do that. Period. I can't speak for you because I know what's greater than that. Death right then. Hell. Go ahead.
And they that understand among the people shall instruct many. Yet they shall fall by the sword.
So the people that get caught over here in the lands and not in the wilderness, they're going to fall by killing. Why? Because they're going to try to teach people, hey, you don't supposed to be celebrating that Christmas. You don't supposed to eat that. You're supposed to keep the Sabbath day. They're going to find out where you at. Oh, let's go get Jim. Yeah. Let's go get him. He trying his best to go against the Pope of Rome laws, or most laws, the man of sin laws. No, we can't have that. We got to kill him. He said, they shall understand among the people, shall instruct many. The ones that understand, you're going to tell the people the right thing to do. And some going to get caught outside the wilderness. You're going to know this. You're going to know you don't supposed to eat this swine. You don't know you don't supposed to be celebrating on Christmas. All this. You're going to know that. You're going to tell somebody, they're going to tattletale on you. What's going to happen to them? Go ahead.
Yet they shall fall by the sword, and by flame, by captivity, and by spoil many days.
You know what that means? They're going to kill some instantly. But some of them, they're going to torture. Torture. You ever heard about the Spanish Inquisition? Go look it up. Go look it up. Spanish Inquisition, they torture people in dungeons. And the popes of Rome did this. This is the same organization they're going to take over at this time. Wow. That king of the north coming down in Jerusalem to plant his kingdom right there in Jerusalem and say, I'm God. You do what I tell you to do. Go ahead.
34. Now when they shall fall, they shall be holden with a little help. But many shall cleave to them with flatteries.
Many gonna cleave to them with flatteries. Go ahead.
And some of them of understanding shall fall to try them, and to purge and to make them white, even to the time of the end, because it is yet for a time appointed.
Because some of us are going to be caught out here, we're going to teach some people how to do it right, and we're going to be running for our life. When he say purge and white, meaning that they're going to have understanding. So when Christ get back, you're going to have that white garment